cute. Uh-oh, I think this guy thinks we have food.
He's just going to check.
He's just checking us out.
Don't want to miss out.
Hi y'all, welcome to my YouTube channel, Little Ways, Little Things. Today I have a great video for you on planners. It's the last one in my series about my planner. And today I just thought that I would start with a little bit of what we do in the morning. So in the morning we wake up, we have some tea or coffee, and then we go down to pray, and then we've been coming out for a walk. So I'm really enjoying today. It's a beautiful day. It stormed all day yesterday. So it's a beautiful day today. And then after this, I'm going to show you about another way that I use my planner. Inside the Erin Condren planner, just in front of the monthly spreads, is a blank page. What I like to do with that blank page is make a mood board. A mood board is a visual representation of things that I want to be, do, or express for that month. I'm showing you a sample of the January one that I did and all the things that I felt inspired by or I wanted to kind of represent about myself during the month of January. I saw that Markle is using a mood board to design her baby's nursery. Lots of famous people have used mood boards. I read information on the internet about Katy Perry and Oprah Winfrey. Lots of successful people have used different kinds of boards like this, and I really enjoyed giving it a try last year, and I'm going to keep it up this year. So right now I'm cutting out images from a magazine that I like to read. I think it comes out monthly. I'm not sure about that, but it's a good magazine for inspirational quotes and things, and that's why I like to use it. So if you want to know a little bit more about what a mood board is, sometimes you might have heard them called vision boards, style boards, inspiration boards, or even concept boards. And what they are basically a type of collage that consists of images or text or samples of things that you pick up, like fabric or stickers or any media that you want to use to represent a concept that you want to portray. In this case, I'm mostly using magazines, but I will pick up just about anything that I find. I even like to use the little fortunes out of fortune cookies. Those are really fun to put in my mood boards as well. And the reason I decided to do multiple boards is because I didn't always just feel the same way for each month. So I kind of wanted to represent myself at different stages. So every month I do a different one. I've already started working on my February mood board, and so I'm going to continue working on that. I did want to kind of point out that back on my January board, there were some things that I had put on the board, like Instant Pot spices, and that just basically represented the fact that I wanted to explore my new Instant Pot and try some new recipes and just kind of play with that during the month. And there was a picture of Candace Cameron Bure, and I just think that she has aged so gracefully and beautifully. She's just grown up to be such a beautiful person, and she's very true to her faith, and it's just something that I admire, and that's why I put her picture on there. It's just a visual representation of just ways that I want to be or things that I want to express or be. So that's kind of what the feel was behind my January board. I'm working on my February board off and on throughout the month. I don't sit down and do them all at one time. So I just kind of do them as I run across magazines that I want to cut something out of. A lot of people are using these types of boards for specific projects or goals that they want to achieve. Like if you're remodeling or redecorating a room, a lot of people will use, they'll add colors to their board, fabric, pictures of furniture, things like that. If brides use them for their weddings, like they'll put pictures of dresses or flowers or just colors, however they want to feel on that particular project. I don't use mine as a means to accomplish any specific project. Mine is just more of a true mood board and how I am feeling for that month and things that I want to work towards and kind of be ready for. What I'm showing you here is the glue stick that I like to use. If I can, I will link it below if I can find it. I got it from a planner store here in Houston that I love to use, and I'll link it below as well. We may even have to take a field trip there at a future video because they have the cutest things for planners. But they have a really great glue stick that works for everything that I want to stick down. So I usually carry that glue stick in my little pen case that looks like a pea pod, and I kind of keep my pens and things in there, and so I'm always ready to work on my boards. One thing I want to point out that I never do is cut up anything from my Magnolia journal. So that's the one magazine that I don't take recipes out of, that I don't cut anything out of. I pretty much keep it completely and totally pristine on a bookshelf with all the other ones. So now I'm going back and I'm kind of trimming up this little tiny picture that I found of Bohemian Rhapsody. I think it's representing the DVD. I forgot to add it to my February spread when I was doing that earlier. So I want to make sure that I include that because I really enjoyed that movie. I grew up listening to Queen and Freddie Mercury, and watching that movie just really brought me back to those times. So I really enjoyed it. And now that it's coming out on DVD, I'm just so anxious to get it. I think I'm going to wait for my birthday, but I'm so anxious to get it and watch it again. I really liked it. So that pretty much completes my February board. I feel pretty good about it, but there is some space that you can see, some white space. So if I find some other things, I can always glue them or stick them down along the way. Now, while I was cutting out some of the things for February, I happened to find a little kind of quote or article. It's just a little thing about people being successful, and I thought it would be really good for March because March is my birthday month, and just the color of it and the things that it said, it just sort of made me feel like it was good self-esteem for me, and it would go good under my birthday month. So I flipped over to the March page, and I'm going to be writing March at the top when I'm actually finished with my February board. But for now, I wanted to make sure that I get this one in there because who knows if I might lose that little piece of magazine clipping between now and March. Now I'm showing you that I have some washi tape that matches my planner, and it matches perfectly because I'm going to show you what I do with the other pages in the back of my planner. So I have a lot of empty pages back there, and I kind of wanted to show you that I cut out various things. While I was cutting out things for my mood board, I found this interesting little article about how to keep your brain super healthy and kind of ward off dementia, which runs in my family. So I really wanted to use my matching washi tape to kind of glue that down on one of the doodle boards or doodle pages so that I can make sure to refer to it throughout the year and kind of do the little tips and hints that it called for. I also found this other interesting article about doodlers, and I'm a huge doodler, so I thought it would be cool to put it on one of my doodle pages. I don't like to do, those pages are a little bit much for me as far as coloring, but I do like to color snippets of them here and there. So I'm showing you that I can still color on that page and still put interesting information. So what I do with the rest of the blank pages in my planner is just keep track of various things. What I'm doing right now is already planning for Christmas 2019. Last year, I gave each one of my kids a Christmas wish list and had them fill it out. One of the little boxes had just real basic things like their favorite color, their favorite hobby, things they like to do. So I actually am going to cut that out and make some notes on the back of each one about their various sizes or things that I've noticed they've liked. And I want to keep those for next year so that I don't have to keep asking them to give me lists or just trying to think of things that I need to get them. And also I think that it will keep things fresh in my mind, so I'll remember to pick up things throughout the year. Now I found these cool little, actually what they are is photo sleeves, and I found them in at Michael's in the Smash Book department. And basically a smash book is something that you put pictures in. It's sort of like a small scrapbook, but it has some adhesive on it, and I adhered it to the page and inserted those little Christmas pages so I can keep them in my planner the whole year. Now I've kind of post-it noted out some of the things that I didn't necessarily, they're more private things like some of my passwords and important information, but I did want to show you this page that I've already washi taped up sections for, and I'm going to show you what the sections are. The first one up at the top is my zone cleaning. I tend to clean in zones, and so if I'm cleaning one room, I tend to do the whole zone, and then I'm showing you my morning and evening routines and some information that I need to keep handy for my MD Anderson account. And then that's just important information and passwords. So you can see that I use those blank pages in the back of my planner for all kinds of important information. And the zone cleaning thing and the morning and the evening routines, I can go into each one of those in more detail in future videos. I just kind of want to give you an idea of the other types of things that I'm keeping track of in my planner. Well, I'm just going to finish up some tracking that I do for my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We do fun crafts, DIYs, cooking, holiday preparation, planner videos, and of course some cleaning motivation. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up and make sure you share this video.